Hi everyone, Ben here from Ben and Luke's Fakeaway. A quick video today for you guys all about woks. This is a carbon steel wok of mine and I'm going to be teaching you how to season the wok, how to look after the wok properly and how to properly maintain the wok. Now throughout our channel we're going to be using woks more and more often. They're great for stir fries, fried rice dishes, quickly cooking, dishes that need that speed in heating and the speed in cooking. They can be quite dangerous, but I'm going to talk you through the whole process of tips and tricks, how to keep it clean, how to cook with it, etc. Now, any good wok that you buy should come with instructions on how to season the wok. Now, seasoning the wok just relates to how we're going to get that non-stick patina on the cooking surface, okay? Now, if you have purchased a Tefal wok or any sort of wok that already has a non-stick coating already on there, don't do what I'm about to do because you'll probably ruin it, okay? This method is for seasoning a carbon steel wok, and this can either be done on the first use, which is essential, and then every sort of 5 to 10 times we use the wok to keep it in brilliant tip-top shape. Now, degreasing the wok gives it a lovely non-stick coating, okay? Now, this one isn't actually that bad at the moment. This is quite good, but it is slightly dirty and it is a little bit rusted. So I'm going to be talking you through all the ways you need to look after this wok and clean it. So to season a wok, there are 3 stages, okay? This can be appropriate for a new wok or a used wok. The first stage is the deep clean. Now, all you need for the deep clean is either a metal scourer or a plasticky fabric scourer. As long as it's quite tough and rigid, that's fine. Little bit of water, a little bit of detergent, and we're just going to sort of scrub down this wok all around the sides and the rim. Give it a nice old scrub. Now, if you buy a wok for the first time, there's normally like a non-rust coating that the manufacturer will put on the wok. Now, that's only to stop it from rusting in transit when it's on the shop shelf, okay? A metal scourer or a good, stiff scourer will get that coating off. Once you're happy and you've got a really good rough up and you've got all those rust marks off, some of these patina marks here that you might be able to see across the back of the handle won't come off. They're kind of already embedded in the pan, but just all the surface muck and grime and rust will come off easily. Once we've done this, we just need to give it a wash off in some clean water. I've now rinsed this wok under a cold tap so all of the detergent and residue has come off. And the next stage is to dry the wok thoroughly. Now, we're going to be doing this on the stove. The reason woks rust is because the water oxidises with the metal and leaves behind that horrible rust mark. Now, any good wok must be kept clean at all times unless you're cooking in it. It's a good tip as well once you've used the wok to dry it off properly on the stove top, and that's what I'm about to do now. Just brought you down to the stoves now. I'm using an induction hob, but any sort of gas appliance or induction metal is absolutely fine. Just going to turn this on to full heat. Woks obviously get very hot very quick because of the surface area of the metal. Now you are going to see almost instantly, this was some ice cold, the water just instantly started to bubble and evaporate. Now when you are drying off the wok, you just want to be turning around on all of the sides, okay? Just to get rid of all that water. Before we even think about seasoning the wok, it needs to be scrupulously clean and scrupulously dry. And doing it on the stove is going to make sure there's absolutely no water left behind. Make sure the base of the wok is done as well. Make sure everything is fully cooked off. We're going to keep the wok on there now until we just start to see the metal smoke. And that's a good indication that it's really nice and clean. It's just smoking there now, so I'm going to turn the wok off. To season the wok now, all we need is some clean, dry, blue paper towel or some kitchen towel and a rapeseed oil or a vegetable oil or a peanut oil or some form of oil that has a very high burning and smoke point. Now, we don't want to use olive oil for this as olive oil's got a low smoke point and a very, very low flash point. So rapeseed it is. Now, we've already made sure this wok is incredibly dry and clean because as we know, hot oil and water doesn't mix. Just take your oil and you're just going to give maybe a tablespoon of oil, not too much there. And then we're going to take our blue cloth and we're just going to run it around the wok, okay? Now this wok is still slightly warm from when we dried the wok, so the oil's going to sort of take and start to shine up. We're just going to give this a really good rub Make sure we get all of the top of the rim, all around the back of the handle, and all of these sort of curves in the wok here. Make sure it's lovely and spread around. And what you're going to see there is a lovely shine and gloss on the wok. Just take your paper towel, you can see it's quite dirty, it's picked up a lot of that residue, even after we've cleaned it. Fold it in half, and with that clean side, just take up any of the excess oil. Now there's still going to be oil on that wok. Now the last stage of seasoning this wok is to burn off the oil that we've left behind, okay? So we're going to turn on our stove or our induction hob on a medium to high heat, not too hot. And the idea is we're going to start to see the oil smoke. Now as the oil smokes and burns off, it's going to leave a lovely non-stick patina on the base of the wok. So very, very carefully, very, very gradually, just increase the heat of the wok. And we're going to start to see the base of the wok actually sort of change colour slightly. And if you've got a new wok, you're going to see the metal almost go very pearlescent in colour, and it's going to sort of spread across. This is an old wok, so we're not going to see that as often, but it's doing the same job. As you can see, it's starting to smoke now. Same way as we dried off the wok, we're just going to pick it up on its side, and we're going to make sure all of the sides of the wok are evenly burnt off, so all that oil is going to produce the non-stick effect all the way around the wok. And you're going to smell a very hot metal burning smell. Now there isn't enough oil in this wok for it to hit flash point. I'd be very, very surprised if this caught fire. You'd have to get this incredibly hot, okay? And as you can see, what's left behind now is sort of this really kind of like bizarre metallic pearlescent effect. And that's what we want, okay? As you start to see less and less smoke, there's less and less oil start to get burned off. Once you start to stop seeing smoke, turn off the heat, and we're going to give it a nice buff. Now this wok has been seasoned, the final stage is get another piece of clean blue paper towel, a generous amount because this wok is going to be incredibly hot, and we're just going to sort of buff it away as if you were sort of buffing a car after it's been washed and waxed, getting rid of all the excess leftover oil. And this blue paper cloth, again, will have a little bit of discoloration, which is just the leftover oil on the wok. Now, I've taken off all the oil from this pan now, and you can see the pan has got a lovely gloss and a lovely shine. And that's the non-stick patina that we're looking for. So there it is, guys. As quick and easy as that. This is a perfectly seasoned wok. It's got a lovely gloss, non-stick coating on there now. Again, follow the packaging instructions on a new wok. Every good wok needs a good first season, so the instructions will probably be the same as what I've just done here. They might vary. Some may use salt to give it a real first deep clean, but we scour, we wash, we dry, and then we season. The very last one, we just buff all that oil off and we're good to go. As I've said, every sort of 5 to 10 uses, re-season the wok and it will stay lovely and non-stick for all your lovely stir fries. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you've liked it, like it. If you want to subscribe to the channel for more good videos, feel free, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.